Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
So today's wine about it.
Mhm.
Are you looking at your microphone?
I'm making sure it's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
don't.
we're just going to skip past that and give you some coping skills because we've had to use them. But today we're drinking actually the Pale. It's a really nice rosé wine. It's kind of light.
Yeah.
And you know what? We chose this because we were on Instagram before this.
Oh my God.
There are so many filters.
Ridiculous. Because going back from when my daughter was here and she was talking about the filters, Missy over here was thinking, oh, I want to check these out. And she got so mad.
Filters.
Oh, she got so mad about
It's ridiculous. Nobody even looks real anymore. It's ridiculous.
So,
but
go ahead.
we found the tan filter. So we
looked
turned
awesome.
it on us and we just cracked up laughing. And then we thought, well, tan, we're coming into winter. Pale. We'll be drinking the Pale today because we think we're funny.
Yes,
and
we are.
That is very funny.
Yes, that is.
So
it's delicious. Actually, it's very light. Very. It's a good actually wine for summer. I
I
think.
think the bottle's so pretty.
I do too.
It's like kind of retro,
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah,
When
it's
women
cool.
used to stay home and play bridge and drink.
Yeah. Let's do that again. Let's #stay home and drink.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right. So here we are.
So before we start, we're going to give you some coping skills for the holiday, things that worked for us. So we're just going to share. We're by no means this is like any medical stuff and psychological
we're
blah
not
blah.
psychiatrists.
No. This is just what worked for us. So we're going
But before
to share.
you do that, you're going to give us a wine.
So we thought that we were going to start with something called wine, because it's wine about it, WHINE about it. So I'm going to tell you something that I'm going to whine about.
So you whine about it, and it makes you have to whine about it.
Yeah. So I'm going to whine about this. For the love of God, when you pull out in front of me and I'm coming down a hill, hit your freaking gas pedal. Okay? Don't just sit there. So I take my foot off the gas and I coast down the hill. I come up, I could be kissing your butt if I had to because I'm so close. For the love of God.
Like they don't hit the gas
Yes.
and like squeal the wheels and like burn rubber. And
Nothing. Do it. Hit the gas. Oh, that's all I have to say.
Is that okay?
Okay,
So
I'm done.
now we'll need coping skills for when people pull out in front of you and drift instead of hit the gas. But actually, these coping skills are to help us get through the holidays because we were just talking, saying, as women, there are expectations for the perfect holiday, right? And now that there's Instagram, and we were talking about our girls seeing the perfect women on Instagram that probably are filtered and whatever, but we're coming into the holidays. There's going to be pictures of the perfect family, all the matching pajamas,
the perfect. Oh, how about the tree with the 7 million gifts underneath the tree, and they're all matching?
And we know y'all are going into bankruptcy. Don't.
You don't need all that shit.
Yeah, it's all going in the garbage. Every ounce of that stuff you just bought is going in the garbage.
I know.
Stop it. Stop making us feel bad because we had time to buy 3 gifts for our kids.
Thank you.
Jesus got 3 gifts. I used to tell my kids, you get 3 gifts.
I like that.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh, you're getting a book, a blanket, and some
pillow.
Anyway, stop it. So as women, we feel like we need to lower our expectations.
Yes.
And we were talking about, the worst thing you can be during the holidays is a Grinch.
Right. Because my kids, even now, they're like, Mom, you were so anxious and you were so this and you were so that. I don't want them to remember that.
Because I was trying to make it the perfect holiday.
I know. But yeah, and we always say, if Mommy's feeling good, everybody's feeling good. Mom, because they can feel our anxiety. So these
I don't think it's feeling it. I think it's when we throw stuff and tell them.
And they know. Get out. Yeah.
And we're grouchy.
But these 6 or 7 things we have found that has worked for us. So hopefully it can work for you too.
I've even used some of these coping skills when I'm dealing with clients that are frustrated or overwhelmed with the market. But so here we go. So one of my favorites, I just did this the other week with a client overwhelmed and frustrated about selling their house. Go for a walk. You don't even have to go for a long walk. I literally walked out my kitchen, down the hallway, out the front door, did a few pacing laps along the front.
Right, absolutely.
Now I'm wondering what my neighbors were thinking. What's she doing?
Now, my walk would, I'd take some wine with me.
You would
go for a walk and wine.
You would walk to the bar.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's not one close enough, but I would. Yeah, absolutely.
But the outside, the fresh air, it all is going to give you a new perspective and make you feel better, right?
I think that would go with the next one, which is breathe. Just take a breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep. Doesn't that make you feel better?
I'm better.
I know. Go outside with your glass. Breathe in the cold air. That's what I do every once in a while, and it just kind of invigorates you.
And so they say breathing is really good for you. There's so many different breathing techniques, like breathe in for 5, out for 7.
Yeah.
You can Google breathing techniques. It will make you feel so much better.
Yeah. The next one I think would be to,
motivational quote.
Yeah, motivational quote. You were talking about that.
So I used to have a few lists on my phone of motivational quotes, a list of motivational quotes. And some of them were Bible verses that just made me feel better. Like Jesus turned water into wine. But whatever helps you get through it, whatever quote just helps put you in a better mind frame, I think it's really important to have those.
I do too.
And I love that it was on my phone and I could read it, wherever I was, not in traffic, but wherever I was.
Yes.
I could read the quotes and just kind of feel better.
And it just, you have to be mindful of it. You have to literally pay attention to it. Take it in. Yeah. So absolutely. Yeah. I like that.
Sometimes you can even have a mantra of like, I'm doing an amazing job. Christmas is going to be beautiful.
What is that? What you think about, you bring about.
Absolutely.
I used to tell the kids that all the time.
I used to say that too.
Yeah.
So the next one is read a book. So,
I thought it was good.
Sometimes it's really helpful, I think, to just escape reality, read a book.
Absolutely.
We like a lot of self-help books, but I think in this case, I might grab a nonfiction like Nicholas Sparks. Super easy to read, right?
Harlan Coben, too. Harlan Coben's really good, too.
Just anything that takes you away. Do you remember the commercials? Calgon.
Take me away.
And they would be, the woman, not they.
Right. Wasn't like that.
Different show. The woman would be like in a bubble bath.
Yep.
Probably with a glass of wine.
Probably. Right? She probably did. If you remember those, put a little thumbs up down below, because I don't know if many people remember. Calgon, take me away. And she'd be like floating away in a bubble bath with, oh my God, it was awesome.
It was perfect.
That was the best pitch, too.
That was.
Yeah. Okay. The next one would be to listen to music. I love 80s, 70s, and like some of those, it just invigorates. That's my word for the day, I think, invigorates. It makes me feel good, and it takes me back to a time where I remember my family, and I remember
before your family,
before my kids. It takes me back to when I was
young.
Oh my God, it was great. We had awesome hair. But it takes me back to, it just brings back good memories. So listening to music.
And I feel like when you turn music on, it makes you want to dance a little bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome? Like your family's all in a big fight and you just like turn on Michael Jackson and you're like, beat it. We're not going to sing to you, but no, I think that would be, for me, that would be hysterical because my husband doesn't really like Michael Jackson. So that would be my choice.
Who doesn't like Michael Jackson?
My husband.
We'll talk about that.
He doesn't like Prince either. So I would turn on Prince.
Ugh. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Give me anxiety.
So another thing would be to step away. Just step away. So I have a funny story. We used to have parties at our house, like with my husband's work or family or work and family or whatever, and I just didn't want to do it because it was just a lot of work and the kids were little. So our laundry room is right off of our kitchen, so I would go into the laundry room, and guess what was there?
Alcohol.
I would go in and I'd hide a bottle, and I'd pick the bottle up, I'd put a little, and I'd take a shot, and I'd come back in, and I was happy as a clam.
That just goes to show, I think, how stressful the holidays are, because I have a friend who, when she went to her in-laws, she would take a flask, and before she would go in, she would take a few drinks out of that flask, and she would always complain that they never liked her. I'm like, maybe because you were drunk. I like you.
I like you. I'm gonna find out who you are after this. We're not gonna put your name in there, but I'm
not throwing you under.
I like you already.
But yeah. So that's a good one. Yeah. And just even removing yourself from the situation. If you have a room in your house that's a quiet room that nobody goes to, we all have those. Living rooms, dining room.
Yep.
And you can just go sit in a quiet space where nobody's coming into the room to bother you. Just kind of get your head straight again.
For 2 minutes. Yeah. Just for 2 minutes and just sit.
And if there's alcohol under the couch or in the cabinet or the washer, it's even better.
Even better. Do as we do. What's that saying? Do as we say, don't do as we do. Do both.
Do as we say.
Do as we say and do as we do.
Yeah. Do as we do. Let us know how it works out for you.
Yeah, I know.
Look at us rhyming.
I know, right? The last one is the Watch a Funny podcast.
Here we are. We're here for you.
Yep. This is why we do it. We're trying to make you laugh. We're trying to tell you that you're not the only one. We want to share our favorite drinks, and we want girl time.
Share our wisdom because we've been through a lot.
Absolutely.
So when the holidays get you down and there's a lot going on and you're tired of Black Friday shopping and you went into Starbucks and you accidentally ordered a mocha latte
Grande
on the rocks instead of frozen, we got you. We know. We know. We have been there.
Yep.
So, make your list of coping skills, whatever works for you, but it's so important to put that down before we head into the holidays.
Yes. I'll put this at the end of the video just so you have it. Like we said, this is what works for us. You might be able to take one or two of these things, but we did get together and say, hey, what do you do? We were actually similar with a bunch of these that we talked about. So,
and if you have some other coping skills, please put them down in the comments below. Share them. We can all together make it a better holiday season, I think.
For all of us, that's what we're here for. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Facebook, and our Facebook group. Come wine with us because we do a bunch of fun giveaways. Okay. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Where else?
I think you said
Pinterest too.
Oh, Pinterest.
I forgot Pinterest. Yes.
We're everywhere just to annoy the hell out of you. Kind of creepy.
I know. I like it. So anyhow. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like we said. Enjoy the holidays. We'll be back next week to talk about some games that you can play with your family.
That's right.
Yeah,
that would
be
a coping skill, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think there's nothing like a little bit of beer pong to cope with the stress
hell
of the
yeah.
holidays.
Oh, hell yeah. And please keep in mind that these games are all alcohol included.
Yeah, we're not playing Monopoly.
We're doing that shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hey, thanks for coming by. Don't forget, if you can't be good,
don't get caught.
Bye.